the skies, human. After my family was taken away from me, I did not see any reason to take to the skies. Have you slept well, human? I know that it is probably uncomfortable for you. But have patience. Soon we will land. I want us to get as far away from that human as possible. I cannot deny human. He did catch me off guard, but I will not allow that to happen again. Perhaps you should get some rest, human. This shall be a long journey, but I promise you, as soon as we have got our bearings, I intend to take you back to your home where you belong. I give you my word, and the word of a dragon is a bond. Oh, my wings are just so tired. I have not even been given a chance to stretch my wings to their fullest extent in that cave. It might not seem that way, but it is quite cramped in there. But as stiff as these old wings feel, I do enjoy feeling the wind dance over my scales. And to smell that sweet air. Oh, human. It reminds me of the first time I ever took flight. given a very grueling test. I remember when my own father took me up to the Starlight Mountains. Ah, yes, the same mountains where I took my beloved Persephone. It warms my heart that you remember. But I digress. My father had been training me for weeks. For you see, human, I was not the strongest dragon when I was born. Oh no. On the contrary, I was quite sickly. In my cluster of siblings, everyone came out so strong and looked so healthy. But my mother, she was always fearful of me. Fearful that my siblings were going to chomp me up. You seem surprised, human. But you must remember that dragon culture is much different than the culture of man. We dragons take pride in our strength. And unfortunately for me, I was not strong to start. I remember when my siblings, they would chase me around the valley, snapping at my legs and my wings. And though I hated it, I have come to realize that what they were doing, however unintentional, they were making me stronger. I remember my oldest brother, who was indeed the strongest of us all. Oh, he was destined to lead our valley. Well, he was destined to leave our valley until one day very first kill on my own. And my brother gave out a mighty roar. Oh, human, he told me to leave. Leave, and to not touch that boar. That boar was his. I looked him in the eyes that day, and I told him no. I said that boar was mine, and that he had no claim over that beast. That I was going to chop down. And show our father that there was more than one great hunter. He laughed in my face and told me that I would never be a great hunter. With a great paw, he swatted me out of the way, and I smashed against the rocks. I quickly recovered, and I bared my teeth and spread my wings. You see, a human, when a dragon does that, any good dragon knows that is a challenge, and a challenge must always be answered. Well, my brother was not going to back away from that challenge. So he spread his wings and bared his teeth. He growled at me, and I growled at him. Back and forth we went until I made the first move. I sunk my teeth into his neck. Not enough to kill him, but just enough to make him back down. as him. So with all the strength I had left, I pushed him up against the mountain, and I let out a mighty roar, and I sunk my teeth in deeper and deeper into his neck. No, human, I did not kill him. Remember, my intent was not to kill. My brother let out a mighty roar and lowered his wings. I had won. He backed away and lowered his head in respect. But even though he took a very submissive pose to me, it was refreshing to see a smile across his face. And I, in return, lowered my head in respect to him. And then together we sunk our teeth into that fat boar. Oh, human. I have never tasted anything so delicious. True, the boars you bring me are quite good, I spread my wings, human, and I spread them wide, and I jumped. Now don't get me wrong, human. I fell as hard as a sack of stones. But I closed my eyes, and it was at that moment I was greeted with the kiss of the wind. And I opened my wings up more, and I could feel the air below my wings, and I became weightless, just as I am now. I flapped my wings, and I took to the sky with such speed. I was faster than any human arrow could fly, and I let out a mighty roar, and my siblings let out a mighty roar, and I looked out, and I saw them take to the sky. Oh, human, what a sight! What a feeling to feel as a dragon. And my siblings, they followed behind me as they let me lead them across the cloudy sky. And my father, with huge dark wings like the midnight sky, he billowed his wings over us, and he looked down at me, and he said, "Good job, human. There is nothing like a father's love. I don't know what your relationship is with your own father. And believe me, my father could be a true bastard when he wanted to be. But when he finally gave me his love, I knew from the very beginning that the reason he pushed me so hard was because he knew that one day I could lead our Dragon Valley. Our Dragon Valley. I have not seen it in some time. may be a bumpy ride.